Hello, welcome everybody to our 2015 annual shareholders meeting for Sutron Corporation. My name is Glen Goold. I'm the Chief Financial Officer of Sutron Corporation. It's our pleasure to welcome you to this meeting. This is the informal presentation of our meeting this year, and I'm delighted to be the presenter of this portion of our meeting. In our opening slide, I'll just refer you to the bottom tagline for our company: protecting and preserving life, property, and natural resources. This is a motive for our company that to a person within the company we take to heart. That is what we're striving to do and how we strive to make a difference in the world and in the markets that we participate in. And again, it's my pleasure to talk about some of our vision of how we're doing that within our company currently. This year marks Sutron's 40th anniversary. We're delighted that we have been in business for 40 years. Sutron was incorporated in 1975, and come this December, we will be enjoying 40 years in the business. We like to believe that we're making a difference in the world that we compete in and in the markets that we compete in and for the customers that we deliver to. And happy that we can be engaged for such a long period of time and look forward to a lot longer of a period of time to continue to make a difference in our markets. Here's a short agenda for what I'll be addressing today. I'll start by talking about just a general overview of Sutron, some of the operating and trends that we are seeing in our company, and I'll finish with the way forward and some objectives that we are trying to meet as we move forward. I'll then open it up for questions and answers. Dr. McQuivey, our Chief Executive Officer, will have some closing remarks. But at the end, we will open it up for questions and answers. Again, I would ask that if you have dialed in, please mute your phones so that everyone can hear in clarity. Thank you. Just a brief mention that any forward-looking comments that I'll make in this presentation should not be relied on or and cannot be guarantees that we make and should not be relied on by anyone listening to the call. They are subject to risk, and certainly invite you to read our Schedule 10K, which we have filed with the SEC, talking about risks related to investing with our company. All right, so Sutron, in our 40 years of history, has a pretty deep experience engaging in the markets that we play in. This is a timeline of some of the significant events throughout our history. As I mentioned, we were founded in 1975. We did our initial purchase offering with NASDAQ in 1984, and have been listed on NASDAQ since then. In 1991, we became ISO certified, and we continue to maintain that certification today. In 2008, we did our first acquisition of a company called Hilux, a software company. In 2012, we acquired Meteostar, another software company that I'll speak a little bit more about in our presentation today. In 2013, we acquired Savio Instruments and started expanding our capabilities in the air quality market. Again, I will give a little more detail on that acquisition in the presentation. We also, in 2013, have made substantial investments in our data centers in our Colorado and Texas offices. We'll speak a little bit about those in the presentation. In 2014, we redesigned our website and relaunched our website. Within the last week, we have added capabilities in Spanish to our website. So I invite you to visit our website at www.sutron.com and see the capabilities at the website, addresses of Sutrons, and also see our ability to communicate this to our Spanish investors in their native language. We also invested in our surface mount technology machinery in 2014 that we believe will provide us with competitive advantages both from a quality perspective and a cost perspective in our products going forward. So who is Sutron? Sutron, if you look at the bottom of this slide, we put together networks where we generate generate, compile, collect, transmit, and display environmental information relevant to our customers. These are the main 6 markets that we are engaged in: hydrologic, meteorologic, aviation weather, air quality, tides and oceanic, and geotechnical. These are the industries that we are focused in playing. In the last couple of years, through our acquisitions, we are focused on what we call bundled end-to-end solutions. By bundled end-to-end solutions, we are talking about the ability to do all components of what I just mentioned: measuring data, generating data, measuring that data, collecting the data, transmitting the data, and then displaying the data. When we have all of the capabilities to do all of these components of a system, it provides great benefits to our customers and to us to deliver end-to-end solutions, full capabilities to our customers. I'll address these capabilities a little more detailed in this presentation. One of Sutron's great competitive advantages is our networks that we have throughout the world. By a network, we mean that we have systems installed throughout the world that do exactly as I have described, that collect, generate, collect, transmit, and display data as needed by our customers. Our networks are expanding throughout the world, and the more of them we have, the better we're able to meet our customers' needs. Currently, as you see on the slide, we have over 70,000 stations installed worldwide. Many of these stations speak to one another through these networks to generate the type of information that our customers require and demand. This creates a great competitive advantage for Sutron over our competitors. Again, just a quick, what are the components of a network? Certainly the hardware, the actual station, is a critical component of the network, but within each of our stations, one of our core competencies is our ability to transmit the data and our telemetry capabilities. That's one thing that differentiates Sutron, again, over our competition. Another key component that we have added and continue to build out with our bundled end-to-end solutions is our software capabilities. That not only can we generate, collect, and transmit data, but we can also display it in many different forums that our customers require, many different forums and many different displays as required by our customers. This is, again, a key component of our end-to-end solution that we currently continue to build out. So here's the 4 basic components that our business divisions focus on. We have standard products, which are our standard product lines of communication that collects, that generates, collects, and transmits our data. We have data services that pull together data services from many of our customers don't have the ability to invest in a full network. So they ask us to deliver the data to them, which we have the capability to do.
Next week. Stop.
I'd again ask to please mute your phone if you are on the call.
Yes, suggest that we speak.
So that our message is clear. Thank you. So the second division is our data services for customers that don't have the ability to put or install a full network, but nevertheless need data. So we provide them just the capability to receive data. We have a growing ability to provide many different types of software to our customers. Software that compiles and displays the data that we generate and transmit.
Friday.
And then the final thing that we do is put together all of our capabilities in what we call integrated systems.
May 29th. Stop.
These are the networks that these bundled end-to-end solutions that have all components of a full
4
network.
p.m. GMT or 11 AM,
Sutron is
ESD.
located all over the world. We have physical offices. Our headquarters is here in
Does this
Sterling,
work?
Virginia. We also have offices domestically in Colorado and 2 offices right now in Texas that represent our air quality division. The office in Colorado is our Weather Solutions division. We also have physical offices, Sutron offices in India. Our headquarters in India is in New Delhi, and then we have satellite offices throughout India as we market to that market. We have many other resellers and distributors that we use to sell to all other areas of the world. We sell to all 7 continents, all 50 states. We're located all around the world and are continuing to work on expanding our reach even further to identify and be able to provide the services to our customers where we know we can make a difference. Here's a list of some of our larger domestic customers. For those that may just be on the phone, we deal with NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, very closely. Again, a lot of these government agencies are some of our biggest domestic customers. The National Weather Service, the National Environmental Satellite Data and Information Service, or NESDIS, the National Aviation and Space Administration, NASA, the U.S. Geological Survey, or USGS, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, the U.S. Department of the Interior or Bureau of Reclamation, U.S. Air Force, Federal Express, and Delta. This is just a representative example of our customers. Our customer list is pretty broad. Here's a list of some of our bigger customers internationally. Canada, one of our resellers is Hopkins Scientific. We deal very closely with them, work with Environment Canada and Water Survey of Canada. We deal very closely with the World Meteorological Organization and the World Bank. Many of our projects throughout the world are financed by these big organizations. We deal with the UN Food and Agriculture Organization. One of our big customers is the Ministry of Energy and Water in Afghanistan. We also deal very closely with a number of organizations in Venezuela, including IDELCA and INAME. And we also have relationships and deal very closely with the Iraq Ministry of Water Resources. Again, this is just a representative example. Our customer base internationally is very broad. These are just some of the bigger customers that we are currently working with. So what are Sutron's core value centers? What is it that Sutron differentiates itself against its competitors? We have a globally recognized hydromet market. We are a globally recognized hydromet market leader. That's largely because of our network presence that I spoke to earlier. Our centers of excellence are in our communication, software, and meteorological capabilities. We're developing out a couple other capabilities, again, that I'll address in more detail shortly. Sutron always has had and continues to have a commitment to research and new product development. We are very engaged in developing new initiatives and new products this year that we expect to be introducing to market within the year. We're very excited about these new products and believe that they will, again, make a difference in the markets that we compete in. All of our efforts and all of our investments in the last couple of years, as I had previously mentioned, is in our vision to develop out what we call bundled end-to-end solutions, or our ability to provide end-to-end all of the services and all of the capabilities that go into these networks. We are particularly focused on developing out bundled end-to-end solutions in the hydromet industry and the air quality industry. And I will provide more details about those two in specific shortly. Sutron, through 40 years of operation, has developed a very long-standing and lasting list of customer relationships. We pride ourselves in servicing our customers, and we pride ourselves in meeting their needs and requirements and working with them to make a difference. We have a very ambitious and entrepreneurial management team. We love our company. We work very, very hard. We know we have challenges. We'll certainly talk about some of our challenges, but we look forward to our future very ambitiously and feel very confident in the markets that we play in and in our ability to make a difference. So these are Sutron's core value centers where we think we differentiate ourselves against our competition. So in 2012, we made a strategic decision to start to develop out these bundled end-to-end solutions, specifically in our hydromet capabilities as well as in our air quality capabilities. In 2012, we acquired Meteostar. In 2012 through 2014, we upgraded our data centers and our ability to provide just data services, meteorological, mainly data services, to our customers. We started to notice that there were many opportunities in our air quality capabilities to build out our offerings to our customers. So in 2013, we acquired Sabio Instruments, which historically has developed ambient air quality calibrators. Thank you. Calibrators that help calibrate instrumentation and analyzers in the ambient air quality industry. And I'll get a little bit more on how we're developing out that initiative. In 2014, we invested in surface mount technology machinery that will allow us to build our own printed circuit boards internally rather than outsourcing them to third parties. We think this will make a big difference in our quality and our ability to manage our time to market and our turnaround of purchase orders, and also in the cost of our products. We think all of this will be competitive advantages of our new SMT capabilities. All of these investments are intended to help us build out our vision of creating bundled end-to-end solutions. The first bundled end-to-end solution that we are working on and we're very close to being able to take to market is in the hydromet industry. What this slide reflects is what the entirety of the bundled end-to-end solution is. So on the left, we have all of our data sources, everything that's providing environmental information that we collect that customers may have interest in. You see that the Sutron wharf model, the Sutron flood model, Sutron dispersion model, the Sutron lightning detection. All of these things monitor the weather and provide information for customers on looking forward to the forecast and what's headed in their direction. All of that information feeds into the system hardware, and then it goes through this processing effort to analyze and to build out for customers models to help them understand, again, what's headed their way. We have software in place that displays the information the way that our customers need it to be displayed. We work with our customers to display it the way that they want to see it. So it's all about generating, collecting, transmitting, and displaying information in the hydrological, meteorological industry to meet our customers' needs. We have a few very interesting projects that we are currently pursuing that would implement this end-to-end solution in its entirety. And we're very excited to continue to work with those customers to try and install this end-to-end solution. If you look at the market for this bundled end-to-end solution capability, we believe that this market will grow annually about 4%, and we estimate that this weather forecasting market currently worldwide is about $1.4 billion. So a $1.4 billion market growing over 4% annually is a pretty attractive market that we are trying to penetrate with this bundled end-to-end solution in the hydromet industry. Our next bundled end-to-end solution that we are focusing on is in air quality. As I mentioned, when we acquired Sabio Instruments, Sabio had the capabilities, their historical business is to build calibrators that calibrate ambient air analyzers. They also have an open air source unit that provides the air source to these calibrators. But those are the only components of this end-to-end solution they historically had. We, through our MediaStore acquisition, had air quality software that helps display some of the air quality measurements that customers want. But we started to see and know that the industry is demanding a full end-to-end unit that not only has the calibrators, the air source, the software, but it also has the ambient air analyzers to generate the data that's needed. So we have gone through an R&D initiative to build out these analyzers, and we believe that we'll be able to start introducing this end-to-end solution to the market within 2014. The development process is going very well, and we are marketing this end-to-end solution to the market. So this, again, is another end-to-end solution that we are excited about and think will be a great way for us to further meet our customers' need and make a difference, in this case, in the air quality industry. If you look at the air quality market, we estimate that the global market is about $380 million. Of that international, or of that $380 million market, roughly 2/3 of it is international and 1/3 of it is domestic. You see how we break down the domestic market in the specific players within the domestic market down at the bottom between EPA analyzers, industrial, state matching, and EPA specialized orders of these specific analyzers. So $380 million market that we are trying to tap into and believe we'll be able to compete well with once our end-to-end solution is complete. That's just the quick overview that I wanted to provide and the vision of what we're trying to accomplish, where we're headed within the industries that we are competing in. Here's a quick review of the operational results and trends of our company. Here's a 5-year trend analysis of our backlog bookings and revenue. If you look at top line revenue, 2010 we were right about $23 million, 2011 $20 million, 2012 in the addition of MediaStar went up to $25 million, 2013 with the addition of Savio went up to $27 million, and in 2014 fell back a little bit to $26 million on the top line. In bookings or purchase orders placed with the company, 2010 we were at $24.4 million. In 2011 fell down to $18 million. 2012, again with the addition of MediaStar, went up to roughly $29 million. 2013 with the addition of Savio to $25.7 million. And in 2014 came in at about $27.1 million of new orders placed with the company. On our backlog line, those are orders received that have not yet been delivered. In 2010, we ended with $11.7 million. 2011, $9.6 million. 2012, $13.4 million. 2013, $12.5 million. And we started this year, January 1, 2015, with $13.2 million of backlog of orders in-house that we have to deliver. Our balance sheet, to look year over year, 2012, we ended with cash of $8.4 million. 2013, $9.1 million. 2014, $8.7 million. Sutron has deliberately chosen not to have debt to date. We do consider opportunities that might make sense if that's necessary, but to date we have chosen not to have any debt on our financial statements. Total assets, $26.9 million in 2012, $28.1 in 2013, and $28.4 in 2014. Stockholders' equity tracking up as we continue on in our business, $22.1 million in 2012, $23 million in 2013, and $23.5 million in 2014. Here's a chart just reflecting the overall operating results of our company. 2010, $23 million. I've already gone through the top line, trending up through 2014 to $26 million. Our gross margin is pretty flat over the 5-year period here, trending right around the 40% mark where we like to play. The net income line is starting at $3 million in 2010, trending down to roughly $500,000 in 2014, representative of the investments that we're making trying to build out these end-to-end solution opportunities that we think will be able to provide significant earnings for us going forward. So these are investments that we are making, but we think that these investments will produce great dividends for us going forward. Here are some of the below-the-line items that we track. General administrative, starting in 2010 at $1.3 million, trending up to $3 million in 2014, largely due to the increase of the administrative burden as our company has grown with the addition of our new companies and the oversight that requires. Our sales and marketing effort starts in 2010 of $2.3 million and trending up to $3.6 million in 2014, again with our vision and trying to expand our footprint throughout the world of identifying and making a difference to the different customers that we identify throughout the world. Our R&D line starting at $1.8 million in 2010, again trending up to about $3.4 million in 2014. Part of this is the addition of R&D initiatives through our acquired companies in our Weather Solutions division and our Air Quality division, but also representative of the investment we've been placing in building out these bundled end-to-end solutions. So where does that all lead us? We have a lot of work to do, obviously, when you look at results like this with a fading bottom line, a growing top line. We think that our growing top line will continue and will provide some dividends as we start to enjoy the benefits of our efforts with the bundled end-to-end solutions. We believe as that happens that the fading bottom line will be improved and that we'll be able to increase that bottom line going forward as we focus on providing these capabilities to the market and doing it in hopefully a little more efficient manner. So the way forward is continuously improving with our initiatives to develop out these bundled end-to-end solutions. The company objectives remain to have 10 to 15% of the top line, to have 10 to 15% top line growth, and we focus both on organic growth and pursuing acquisition opportunities. That's not to say that we have any in mind, but we do listen and we do look around us and look for opportunities to help us grow in that respect. But our goal is to grow on the top line 10 to 15% year over year. We'd like to retain at least a 40% gross margin. We do have initiatives in place where we try to protect that gross margin and make sure that we're hitting that number. And we certainly also have initiatives. It is our goal to get back to a net profit line on the bottom line of 10% of top line growth left on the bottom line. Again, I did mention that one of our initiatives this past year has been to rebuild our website. I'd invite and encourage you all of you to go look at the website. It is now fully interactive. We have 24/7 coverage on the website where you can chat and ask questions to Sutron experts and representatives 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we invite you to take advantage of that, look at the website, and also notice that it's now available in Spanish. With that, Dr. McQuivey wanted a couple of minutes to close the meeting, so I will return the time over to him. After Dr. McQuivey's closing remarks, you want to ask questions first?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll open up the call now for any questions that any of the shareholders or anyone would like to ask. Are there any questions that anyone would like to put forward?
I unmuted everyone, and there have been no submitted questions.
We have no submitted questions through our online feature. We have unmuted everyone, so if anyone has any questions, please ask now. All right, Dr. McQuivy, hearing no questions, I will turn the time over to you to wrap up.
Okay, thank you, Glenn.
Move forward in the future. We're excited about the future and the opportunities we have to really experience significant growth and profitability in the future. I would just say, if any of you have questions that you would like to address to either Glen Gould, our Chief Financial Officer, or myself, please feel free to call us at any time. We do have calls with our investors. We've had some already before this meeting, and we would entertain any of your comments or questions in the future. So again, thank you for your participation in our annual shareholders meeting, and we will adjourn the meeting and express appreciation to all of you out there for your patience and efforts.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.